Hello and welcome back to our Okinawan Kempo YouTube channel, teaching some techniques of koppojutsu, Kempo, Bugei. We have an interesting one tonight, and it needs a little framing for that reason. We have come to our ninjutsu art. I think it's important to say that this is not ninjutsu dressed up in a black jumpsuit, creeping about the countryside, inexplicably carrying 50 throwing stars on your person in some way. We believe that ninjutsu was an espionage art, that it was valuable to the samurai, just as counterintelligence is valuable today. And much of what is thought of as ninja lore is really just that, and maybe more of ancient superhero stories than it is matters of fact. A wonderful place to check out our perspective, which talks about ninjutsu rising from the temples, being taught to the rural samurai, and sort of growing in Japan in that way, is the founder's book, Kogaru Ninjutsu, and we'll have that linked for you. So what is ninjutsu? It is the first locked art in koppojutsu, and only persons holding black belts in Kempo, karate, and then jujutsu or aikijujutsu are allowed to study the upper levels of this system. So what we're going to do here in showcasing its techniques is just showing some of the lower level introductory skills to give you an idea of how different this is from the other aspects of our art. So firstly, we will sort of take our monk's position here. He's doing a hidden fist, ken, and the dodging in nin is very, very different and involves an art, which is an art unto itself, called hichojutsu. Say he comes at me with a lunge punch and I dodge, and I slam my flat hand right down perpendicular to his arm. Now that's an open-handed blow. It might damage the bone, it might cause bruising, it might just hurt, but that's a very gentle response when you think about the level of force coming. Another option there, using the same idea, is to do a change. Same thing. And move that, and again, I'm being nice to him because I love him, but drop that hand down and smash that arm. This was called kaishu joho, and means to destroy the fort. It's a way of attacking the person's weapons to try and discourage them from the fight, which is a very monkish sort of thing to do. Kaishu was followed by koppo, and koppo is still trying to hit the arm very much at a 90-degree angle, but now done with the closed fist. Lunge punch. So I move off and try to snap that hammer right down on the bone. Now again, that's more dangerous, and there's a greater possibility of doing damage there than there is with the open fist. You can also do that one with the foot change, trying to smash that arm. Now all of that to itself is just reception. I dodged out to the side. I'm trying to discourage him from continuing. I dodged out to the side, and I'm trying to damage him, but to stop him from continuing. Of course, if I'm unsuccessful in that, we extend the technique. In a koppo manner, we might move off and do that hit, then change the technique and do that same 90-degree idea right in between his eyes. Or drop down below and do that same 90-degree idea into his thigh or into his kneecap. So even though we see in koppo a movement to try and preserve the partner, preserve the attacker, it also had the potential to grow and to do very genuine damage when those techniques were no longer aimed at the arms, but were aimed into penetrating the vital areas of the body. Of course, that's just the beginning. Getting out of the way and then executing your kaishu or your koppo. From there, you would move into other techniques, and we may have a video about that, and we may not. Let us know what you think. With it being a sealed system, there's only so much that we can put out. But it is a fascinating art, covers much about camouflage, about psychology, about so many pragmatic aspects of what ninjutsu is really supposed to be, but is not the fellas running through the trees in the woods. So we hope that you'll like and subscribe. We hope that you'll continue sending us your questions. Feel free to ask us something about ninjutsu. Thanks.